Good morning, everybody. How are you? It's Mr. Stanley, and today is Wacky Wednesday, May 6th. So today's weather, it's going to be cloudy, some rain out there a little bit, and it's going to be cloudy. 54 is our high today. We might see some sun later on this afternoon. That's probably when it'll get a little warmer. Today, for Reader's Workshop, we have character traits. So we've been focusing a lot about the culture of the people from these fairy tales that we've been reading and looking at, and making connections with the fairy tales and the nonfiction that we have been researching. Now we're going to connect with the characters in the story. Some of the characters are tricksters, some of the characters are victims that become heroes, some of them are zeros that become heroes, rags to riches. So you might see some of those common themes throughout these fairy tales, but I want to know what kind of characters they are. Are they resilient? Are they heroic? Are they reluctant? Which means they don't really want to be a hero. So take a look at Mrs. Chalupka's video today. She's going to read a story, one of my favorites, from China called Ye Shen. It is the Cinderella version, I guess, from China. And what she's going to be talking about is the character traits that Ye Shen possesses. I would like for you today, after watching Mrs. Chalupka, her video, I'd like for you to pick a fairy tale. If you'd like to, pick one that you have not read yet, but if you're pushed for time, maybe pick one of the ones that you have read, review it, and then open up the chart that I've given you in your Language Arts Google Classroom. And I would like for you to fill in the character traits chart based on one of the fairy tales that you've read from around the world. So that's Reader's Workshop, and since it's a Wacky Wednesday, we have music stuck on in there, so go over to Mrs. Gerke's Google Classroom for music and specials and check out her post for today. Math, there is no specific lesson today, so try doing some workplaces, try doing ST Math. 20 to 30 minutes is fine. Some of you have asked me if you did poorly on the checkpoint that you'd like to revisit it and give it another try. I can certainly make that happen and send out for those kids I think that might want to give it a try. Again, for Writer's Workshop today, we're going to draft out scenes. There isn't really a lesson or a video, but I am going to give you a quick, maybe 1 minute video on what I'm talking about when I say drafting out scenes. I think Mrs. Evans did that video about a month ago on how to draft out scenes for your stories that you're creating for fairy tales. If you've not created a kind of like a brainstorm sheet or filled in the brainstorm sheet that I gave to you on Monday, please make sure that you brainstorm and turn that in. So I have an idea as to what your story is and maybe give you a little bit of help before you get started. For inquiry today, there isn't a video or a lesson. There's just a couple of questions on another adaptation that a bird has that maybe you could think about. Beaks, feathers, those kind of things. There's a link to a website on feathers on there, and anything you notice you can put that in your notes and turn it in. It's not nearly as much as it has been. So just your thoughts and what you observed to turn in today for inquiry. I didn't give it yesterday. I gave it today instead. I felt that it wasn't so much of an activity today. It was pretty quick and easy, just kind of almost like an exit ticket today. Zooms are today as well. So we've got lots of Zooms coming up. I believe a lot of them are for math. So, but they can be for anything. So if you have a question or there's something that you're behind on and you'd like some help with, we can always meet. I don't have a specific agenda today. So hopefully you guys are all doing well and you're having a great Wednesday so far. And have a wonderful Wednesday. See you later.